Hi everyone, welcome back to my book nook. So today we're going to be talking about Like a Love Story by Abdi Nazemian. First thing I'm going to say, I don't cry a lot when I read books. I really don't. I get really sucked into them, and everything, but it doesn't always, yes, I'll feel moved, I will sometimes feel the wateriness. This book actually made me cry twice. And they were parts where you should be crying. It made sense. So this is focusing on three kids, 1989, 1990 New York, and has a lot of focus actually with the AIDS crisis that was going on. So your main character is this boy named Rezi. He is an Iranian immigrant. He is gay, and he's scared to death of being gay because in Iran was not okay, and even in America a lot of his first views of homosexuality is the AIDS crisis, and he's terrified of getting AIDS and getting sick and dying. Judy and Ari, who are students that are in his class with him. Judy and Ari are both very, very involved as much as they're able to be, being the fact that all of them are in high school, with the local ACT UP. Ari, because he is the only person in their school who is out as gay, and will also use sometimes, and is good at using the fact of, hey, my parents don't like me protesting, and they have a lot of money, and so when they get pissed at me about what I did and try to get me to stop, I basically like, okay, yeah, donate some money to this cause and I'll stop, and then he doesn't ever actually stop after the check clears. And Judy's uncle has AIDS and is dying of it, and is also a member of the local ACT UP chapter that they're in. Rezi meets them both about the same time, starts dating Judy in part of his attempts to not be gay, but is incredibly drawn and incredibly attracted to Ari, and they do end up getting into a relationship and everything, and there is some strife that happens then between Judy and both of the boys, because thankfully at least nothing happens until Rezi breaks up with her, but still she's really pissed about it, which makes sense because both the other two boys knew they were attracted to each other, knew that Rezi wasn't really attracted to Judy, and she kind of felt used, and she pretty much was. It's a really honest thing that happened there. So, and sprinkled in between the chapters, which I thought was really cool. So one of the things that was good with this is, so Ari really looks up to Stephen, which is Judy's uncle, with the one that is dying of AIDS, because he was basically his, hey, I'm going to teach you about our history, the gay history, as much as I can. And he made little flashcards for him and everything that had important people or important events or dates that were connected with the queer community, and sprinkled throughout the other chapters in this are what these cards would have been, and I thought that was really awesome. I really liked this book a lot. Like I said, it made me cry twice, and I will state, probably the second one made me cry because it was relatively close in happening to the first one, that probably had I had not read both of those things in the same reading sit down period, I may not have cried again, but I was already emotionally heightened from the first one. The first one, yeah, I'm not surprised at all that it made me cry. It was really well written. It was a very sad aspect. Yeah, so it's basically just a year in the life of these three kids, which is kind of incredible, and I really did love it. And what was really cool, so Nazemian, this almost has a little bit of an autobiographical type feel with it, or at least a memoir type feel. I guess is more appropriate than autobiographical, because like Rezi, the main character, he was a gay Iranian immigrant kid who came to New York City. And I just, and he talks about in his author's notes that he didn't really have the connection to the community that Rezi ended up having, which is, I think, probably part of the reason writing that aspect. But yeah, I really recommend this. This is a 9 out of 10. It was great. I loved it. So, like the video, leave a comment if you desire, ring the bell, and subscribe when you want to, so you can subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss when I put up other reviews, and I'll see you next time. Bye!